Okay, welcome to lesson 9 of Tracy Kenpo Karate Purple Belt. In this lesson we're going to cover long 1, section 2, and then we're going to cover divided swords A and B as well as the technique gift. So let's bow in and get started. Okay, let's start off with long 1, section 2. So from your last lesson we started with section 1, which is where you bow in, step back left, throw a right inward block, then throw a left reverse punch. Then you're going to step back again to 6 with a right inward block followed by a left inward block, right reverse punch. And that's where that section ended. So section 2 is now your 3, 9 axis. So 9, 3 axis in this case. So from here you're going to take your right foot, and as you do so you're going to step to the 3 o'clock position with a cross body parry. At the same time, you're going to drop your right hand and do a vertical outward block with your left, and then show a reverse punch. So, from this position, your last position that you learned, step right to 3 o'clock, right cross body parry, left hand drops as you go into a left vertical outward block, right reverse punch. And then from here, you're going to step back left, left cross body parry, right hand drops as you pivot back to your stance. You do a right vertical outward block, left punch. So, again, those two sections together. Start with your salutation. Inward block punch. Step back, inward, inward punch. Attack is now at 3. Cross body parry, vertical outward block, punch. Step back, cross body parry, vertical outward block, punch. Okay? One more time. From your salutation, step back left, right inward block, left hand in chamber, left reverse punch, right hand in chamber, step back right, right cross body parry, right inward block followed by a left inward block as you pivot to stance, followed by a right reverse punch, left hand in chamber. Attack from 9, right cross body parry as your left hand drops and goes into a left vertical outward block, right reverse punch, left hand in chamber. Step back left, left cross body parry, right hand drops, right vertical outward block, left punch, right hand in chamber, and that is the end of section 2. Okay, so practice that and we'll review again one more time before we end this lesson, and then we'll go on to section 3 in your next lesson. So the first technique we're going to look at in this lesson is divided swords. This is similar to crashing elbows as far as the way it starts. We're just going to attack the back this time rather than coming through with your elbow strikes. So on the A version, you got a right punch coming at you. So you're going to do a cross body parry with your left hand. The right hand is going to be in chamber. Now at this point we're assuming that you're pretty much at arm's length with your opponent. You're not in tight with them like you would be on crushing elbows B, for example. So from here, we're going to throw an elbow to the rib cage, and because we have some distance between us and our opponent, we're going to do a right chop to the neck and a left chop to the kidney. Okay, again, divided swords A, left crossbody parry, right elbow through rib cage. Then from here, you're going to swing back around with a right chop to the back of the neck and a left chop to the kidney. I always teach to go through your opponent. Don't assume where you are, because you'll develop muscle memory and your hands will literally just stop at that point whether they're there or not. So slice through your opponent with those chops. Okay, from this angle, for the A variation, 1, elbow, come back in, and double chop. Okay? One more time. Crossbody parry, elbow, chop. Okay? Watch your stances. Make sure you're going from soft bow to soft bow to soft bow, just like crushing elbows. Okay, from here, crossbody parry. Set that hand up because we know a strike is coming. Elbow. Leave this hand in check in case you need it until you follow through and do the strikes through the kidney and neck, following back through in the soft bow, making sure you go through your opponent. Okay, the B variation to this starts off just like A. 1, 2. But you've realized you're too close. You go to do these chops and you're just on top of them. You got no power, no room to actually generate any force behind those chops. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, you come back in with a hammer fist to the kidney and a forearm strike to the spine. Now this is the way most instructors will teach us, 1 and come back through. Problem is your opponent's not exactly there as far as that target goes. What you need to do is make an adjustment step, and depending on your opponent will depend on how much of an adjustment step. And I'll show you what I mean as I teach this. Crossbody parry, elbow. You know you're going to come through here and you know what your targets are, the spine and the kidney. So chances are the hammer fist is in the right position for the kidney shot. But the forearm is going to be off to the side of the kidney because of where your opponent is. So what you're going to need to do is take your left foot, do a slight adjustment between your opponent's legs or get in a little bit more behind them, and then do a downward forearm strike and a downward kidney strike onto the opponent. Okay, again, 1, elbow. Okay, now from here, this is going to vary depending on who you're up against, who you're partnering with and practicing. So try it with different sized people and see how much of a step you need. So crash through and then step around and strike. Okay, and that's divided swords, A and B. So the B version from this angle, 1, 2, adjust and strike. Okay, again, 1, 2, kidney, spine. Okay, from this angle. Crossbody parry, right-handed chamber, set up for the elbow strike. Then you're going to come through and make the adjustment according to how much you need to get to your target. Right hammer fist to the kidney, left forearm to the spine, and drop down on your body weight so you have some power behind it. So that's divided swords A and B. Let's go through both of them in front together now. So A, 1, 2, you're at arm's length. So you're going to come back through and chop the kidney and chop the neck. B, 1, 2, you're too close to do the chop, so you're going to adjust your stance and do a forearm down the spine and a right hammer fist to the kidney, making sure you drop that body weight as you do so. Okay, and that's divided swords A and B. Your next technique is gift. Now a lot of people will say, well, this doesn't work. Well, it usually doesn't work because people aren't really doing it correctly to get it to work. And the key to this is apply pressures to the fingers before anything else. So, this is a handshake. There again, it just teaches you how to use something. And remember, if there's a handshake, it's a sucker punch coming. So we're going to use this motion to block the right punch, or the left punch. So we're going to step in slightly, and we're going to just swing that arm up. And that'll neutralize that other punch. And using the web of your hand, go right behind the wrist, okay? Just push it, okay? Pull that finger so that the palm is facing 6 o'clock. Okay, and then rotate it up so now that the fingers are down. So you're going to come in to 9 or to 3 and then pull up so that the fingers are pushing down. Then from here you're going to keep that base so that the wrist is right past it, and you're going to push those fingers towards your opponent. So the first move on this is like this. That should get them on their toes and back them off. Okay, so they're going to be off balance and they're going to be on their toes because they're trying to relieve that pressure that the fingers are under, so they're not going to have any power behind anything. So if they try to throw a kick or another punch, there's not going to be anything there, and you can just shove them if you need to, if you see them moving around like you don't want. So when you open up, you kind of shove them back a little bit. Then pop that elbow. This will allow additional pressure, keeping them on their toes, but making sure you push on those fingers. Adjust your right foot back to about 10-30, swing them around, and then immediately come out with a wheel kick to the body. Okay, let me do it from this angle here. So from here, you're going to come up and pop them. Okay, just like we do on breaking the sword A or B. Okay, you want to control them with these fingers, so we're going to come up and pop it. Okay, push those fingers, get them up on their toes, get them off balance. Take our right foot, swing counterclockwise or clockwise to 10-30, and as we come out, we're going to do a wheel kick to the body. Okay, again, from here, up, pop, keep that pressure on, and wheel kick. Okay, from this angle. We got the handshake. We know a punch is coming. So we're going to block the punch, and as we do so, we're going to get them up on their toes, shove them back, use our own arm to add additional pressure to them, take our right foot, swing around to 10-30, and immediately bounce out of it with a wheel kick to the body. Those two things will just collide. So, you learn divided swords, and you learn a gift, and you learn long one and long two. So, let's recap all of them, starting with long one. So you learned section one, which was your last section. So a salutation, inward block punch, inward, inward punch. New section from the 9 o'clock position. We're going to adjust our right foot. As the punch comes, we're going to block it, then do a vertical outward block to get it out of the way. So a reverse punch. Another punch is coming at us, so we're going to block it. Vertical outward block to finish the block, reverse punch. Okay, that's section 1 and 2 of long one. Then you learn divided swords, which is for a right punch. So you're going to do a right punch, you're going to block it with a crossbody block going into a soft bow, elbow through the rib cage going back into the soft bow, and then you're going to come back out of it, right chop to the neck, left chop to the kidney, going through the body, back into a soft bow. Then you have the B version. Starts off just like A. 1, 2, but now you're too close to throw your strikes. So what you're going to do is adjust your right foot to in behind and line up with your target. Hammer fist to kidney, forearm the spine. And then we have gift. Gift is for a handshake with a punch coming. So we're going to use our web hand and we're going to block that punch, get them back up on their toes, pop the elbow with our own arm, keeping that pressure on so that the whole time they're on their toes. And you're going to lift it up, swing them around, and then immediately come out with a wheel kick to the body. Okay? That's lesson 9. Lesson 10, we'll go on with long one as well as 2 more techniques. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to contact me and I'll do my best to respond as quickly as possible and answer your questions to the best of my ability. Until then, keep practicing and can't wait to see you in the next lesson.